Hey everyone, it's Chris over at Springs Law Group. Tonight, coming to you to talk about damages in your personal injury case. For us, primarily, we deal with auto accidents. So I want to talk about what generally those damages are and just give you guys a brief overview on those. So you get injured in an auto accident, and we'll use the car accident as our personal injury case, and you suffer injuries, and then there are different types of damages that happen from that date of that injury. And so one of the things you've got to do then is you have to go then seek proper medical treatment. And so some of those damages can be your medical expenses for going to see things like chiropractor, your physical therapist, massage, getting an MRI done, doing imaging, X-rays, and then even if you have to have surgery or even get a surgery recommendation, those are damages that you would have or be entitled to compensation for. Because you have to think about it this way: if you did not get in that accident, you never would have actually had that thing happen and have to go do those things. So you're entitled to compensation because of those damages. So those are going to be called economic damages because you can actually put a dollar amount to those. And it could also be one too where you're so injured that there's actually, the doctor says, you are now going to be, you're going to be injured, and have future medicals that they can kind of apportion out for a period of time. So then those future medicals actually too also have a dollar amount that can be calculated out. So then that's all that flows within that as well. And you would need a doctor to actually analyze you during your treatment and say, well, they've done this much in treatment. Now going forward for years down the road, this is what that would look like. Additionally, too, there are things such as non-economic damages. So those things are going to be pain and suffering, loss of enjoyment of life, and emotional distress. And when we talk about things like even like pain and suffering, we use examples like think about the things you used to do prior to the accident that are now harder to do. And I use examples like we've had people who have had shoulder issues, and then they were in a bowling league. And then right after the accident, they can't bowl anymore because their shoulder's injured. And then so that has a compensation component to it as well. It's obviously not as clean and as simple as saying, hey, there's a dollar amount to put on the fact that I can't bowl anymore in my league, but you now have lost some enjoyment of life because of that. Additionally, too, with emotional distress, that, prior to this, you did not have driving anxiety and not have to see a therapist because of that. But now going forward, you do have to see one. And there could be emotional distress because of that. Also, too, the other thing you want to do during this is track your anytime missed from work. Because if your life is disrupted because of the injury that you've had and because of the personal injury case, you want to track any missed time, because then that's going to be lost wages. And those are things too that you can look at recouping and getting back. So when you think about damages and things that you're going to be entitled to, think about it in two schools of thoughts: both economic, things that have bills related to them or a dollar amount that you can track back on. And then also non-economic, pain and suffering, loss of enjoyment of life, things that may seem a little bit more fluid, but you want to track those things right from the day that you're injured going forward on things you could not do that you could do before the accident, and things going forward that you can't do as much anymore. So just wanted to give you guys a once over on some damages tonight in a personal injury case. Like I said, over at Springs, we generally will do auto accidents. We'll also do slip and falls and premises liability cases as well. So I want to make sure that everybody is making sure that you're hitting on the right damages. And also, too, anytime that you're missing work, using any personal time off, PTO or paid vacation, things like that, that you would not have used prior to the accident, but because of the accident and the injuries, having to go see your medical care provider, definitely make sure you're tracking that as well, even if it's through payroll or human resources. Keep a calendar and a log, use your notes on your phone to definitely track that stuff as well, too. So hopefully you guys kind of have a clear understanding of damages then in that regard. And we will talk to you all tomorrow. Everybody have a good Wednesday. We'll talk to you later.